All right. I'd like to introduce our next speaker, Michelle Farrington from AFFOA, who'll be talking to us about democratizing E-textile toolkit for system designers. Michelle.
Great. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, everyone, for attending my talk this late in the day. I really appreciate it. So we've had some awesome talks in this session already. Maddie talked about some failure analysis that was done. Nicole got a chance to talk about, a real application space. And, I think we're all working towards a time where we can bring soft systems to market in a reliable, cost-effective way. However, we're not quite there yet. And there are many barriers that still exist in bringing soft systems to market. And I'm just going to talk about what we're doing as a National Manufacturing Institute to try and not use the mouse, but actually use the clicker. There we go. There we go. Sorry about that. To try and move things along. So first of all, AFFOA, what is AFFOA? AFFOA is a National Manufacturing Institute, one of 16. So sister institute to Nextflex. Our mission is to rekindle the domestic textile industry by introducing brand new technologies for implementing brand new types of systems. So that's achieved in 3 different ways. So all of these national manufacturing institutes support the domestic manufacturing base, and they support them by developing and advancing brand new technologies and transitioning those technologies out to our manufacturing base, establishing that ecosystem of eventual manufacturers, the supply chain of the future for these types of products, as well as for nurturing the workforce of the future. So AFFOA is really well suited to be able to look at some of these infrastructural elements and start to address them. Now, just to give you a little bit of an idea, on behalf of our ecosystem of manufacturers, as well as consumer and defense-facing brands and startups, we focus on a number of different technology areas, ranging from health and human performance to environmental protection, large area distributed sensing, from garments, but beyond that to climate adaptive climate monitoring. We also work on some military applications in performance communications, for example. One thing I'll point out is that we have been working quite a bit on the digital thread for textile manufacturing and textile system design as well. And so we'll talk a little bit about that and some of our infrastructure around that. So first of all, we like to think about, Maddie did an awesome job setting me up here on the textile stack. We like to think in E-textiles about the compute stack and the textile stack being complementary. Now, the compute stack can be characterized by a number of components that are used within the stack that are all up and down the stack, completely characterized, have really effective standardized data sheets, standardized units, and in fact have JEDEC standards for reliability testing as well. In the case of the textile stack, this is far from the case. And so in order to really make progress towards enhanced delivery of soft systems in an effective way, we've decided to start working in AFFOA on basically developing these types of characterizations, enhanced data sheets, and enhanced test methodologies for fiber devices and interconnect, as well as for connectors. So let's talk about that. Well, another reason we want to do this, in addition to just having these standards be available, is that we're also creating the infrastructure for a digital workflow. So without simulation, you're left with endless prototyping in this type of environment in E-textiles. And Maddie couldn't have set me up even further by showing us all about, the intricacies of not just having design rules for the actual circuit itself, but also having to work on what types of substrates can that go on, and that creates endless variation. And that's something that we deal with E-textiles, and so we've done things like creating material libraries and creating enhanced data sheets, as well as creating design rules for our manufacturing tools so that we have design for manufacturing and process control capabilities. Now, our approach is actually to take a set of, we call them North Star products, take a set of application areas, and then